If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
From the 7 words that define the trial of the century to a Bronco chase that captivated the nation, the O.J. Simpson case touched on so many aspects of our society, maybe none more than the relationship between the LAPD and the African American community.
There's always tensions, there's always suspicion, there's dislike.
Rickey Ivie is a prominent civil rights attorney. He was also good friends with the lead defense attorney of what came to be dubbed the Dream Team, Johnny Cochran.
A black man, white woman, of course, black man is done wrong. Johnny captured it eloquently when he said it was a rush to judgment. And that's what the feeling was. And there were so many things.
He says that mistrust was a key part of their strategy.
Many people, especially in the African American community, were rooting for O.J. because they did not want, and the community did not want to see its icon, its star, being convicted of such a terrible act.
Nearly 30 years later, he believes the relationship between law enforcement and the black community here in Los Angeles has improved. But he says there's still work to be done.
Still have a long way to go. I think we've made steps in that regard. But we make steps forward, then we've made some steps backwards as well.
I remember Nicole.
The other lasting impact of this trial, the conversation and awareness around domestic violence.
Would have been Nicole's 65th birthday.
A few years ago, Renee Sotile Mj Godges created the song I Remember Nicole.
He put domestic violence in the national spotlight.
The domestic violence advocates say that the trial and the gruesome images of Nicole Brown Simpson sparked changes, including the Violence Against Women Act.
And now, 30 years later, there are 800 numbers, there are shelters, there are conversations.
Supreme Court.
Back in his office with 3 decades of reflection, Ivie is optimistic.
I think we're better off than we were 32 years ago.
For a man first known for the way he moved, it was the one thing he could never outrun that set into motion these lasting changes.